Two animals before we get onto the tractor and before we get onto the hogs. And you can see her twin sister Jenny's in the ring, and her brother Travis couldn't be here tonight. Susie started in 4-H when she was 4 years old. Her brother Travis was in 4-H, and Jenny and Susie came in and we're clover butts here, and they've had everything in this sale. They've had pigs, they've had goats, they've had turkeys, they've had steers. Every day these kids are in the barn, and they've always said, Jenny was the brain, but Susie was the muscles. And she would back up anybody in this fairgrounds, especially her sister and her brother. Susie loves softball, but Susie also loved this 4-H program and her 4-H family most of all. On December 15th of this past year, after Susie was out playing softball with her girlfriends, they decided to go sledding. And as we all know, there was a tragic accident where Susie and her girlfriend had an accident. Susie broke some bones and broke her neck. Susie was a paraplegic. This was one day of fun that turned into tragedy. She handled this every day like she handled life. She always says, I can do this. And for all of us who've known Susie and know the family, we know she can do this. 113 days she spent in rehab. She spent in the hospital, she spent in rehab. And Susie went to graduate from Perry High School. She stayed strong with the softball team. She played softball. She still traveled with that traveling team. She could be in the barn every day as long as she could be. She wanted to be more independent. As we all know Susie, she doesn't need help. But I'm Susie Metler. We loved her for that. You know, when Chuck and Tina and Susie passed away here on July 4th, they want her legacy to live on. They thought about a lot of different things, and Susie was going to get a service dog. And she was going to get that service dogs from WAGS for Kids, and that stands for Working Animals Getting Service for Kids. I know Wendy Crane is here, Executive Director, and also Sarah Nelson is here. And Chuck and Tina at that time decided with the families they want the money, 100% of what we raise here tonight, to go to that organization. Not necessarily because that's what they want to do, because that's what Susie would have wanted. She wanted to help another individual like herself to get a service dog. So that's where the money's going to be raised tonight. She was excited. Susie was planning for the future. She was planning to go into college. Was she going with you, Jenny? Were you guys going together? They were going to go to Lakeland together. July 3rd, the family's out. They're having fun. They had a great day, pedicures, dinner with family and friends, and Susie wasn't feeling that well. Susie then had some complications, and a little bit after midnight on July 4th, Susie passed away from a blood clot. You look at this whole situation here, and you look at the people, the over 2,000 people that came to her funeral. They came to her funeral to pay respects for the young lady that she was, and the young lady that she is, and the family that she came from. She meant to everybody, she meant the world. And I know I asked Chuck and Tina to write me some notes, and I'm kind of ad-libbing. I'm sorry if I'm going off course here, but this means a lot to me. As we talk, the sale of her pig and the sale of her lamb is going right to WAGS. Susie's wonderful spirit can live on. She'll be able to help other kids in need, do more for themselves, and be proud of who they are. Talked to some buyers here that they've been buyers of the Metler kids and the Metler family for years. But as all of us here tonight, Chuck and Tina, we're your family. We're all your family. And these buyers are your family, and these 4-H kids are your family. And Chuck and Tina and their family just want to thank and express to everybody out there for your support from day one. And the last thing I'm going to say is, stay strong for Susie. We're going to sell her pig right now at Buzz Lightyear. Pig's 281 pounds, folks.